Hello everyone, welcome to join us at Hannover Messe 2018. I'm right now here at the Hall 11, and Hannover Messe started in 1947, just after the World War II, when Germany was totally ruined by the war. And Hannover Messe started from nothing, from an undamaged factory, to nowadays a huge industry exhibition. And it started from an undamaged factory, and year on year it has been growing. And nowadays it has, I remember it was, they have this year like 6,500 exhibitors and millions of people coming to visit. And it has nowadays become a summit for discussing the future of industry and the manufacturing, and yeah, like that. And since 2015, the German government started the project Industry 4.0, and the Hannover Messe has become a great place for them to discussing the such concept. And today we have the honor to invite the ABB, one of the leading companies in Industry 4.0. We invited its CEO, Ulrich Spieshofer, to talk about the what future will be like for the industry and manufacture. His topics will cover the nowadays popular Industry 4.0 and robotics and the artificial intelligence and something like that. And let's go and to see what he mapped out for us.
Thank you.
I still remember the time 2 years ago I had a very nice talk with you. Also,
Yeah, I still remember this as well. Huh? You come back every year? Or?
every year. 2 years time flies.
Okay.
Great pleasure to meet you.
I hope you saw the stand already.
So, I'm still very interested in development its new solutions for products, and especially your viewpoints about further industrial revolution and digitalization of Europe. Now let's start with the top highlight. Personally, the top highlight maybe this year is the world's fastest e-vehicle charge system. So, would you please tell me the logic behind that system? Does this imply that ABB would put more and focus on e-mobility rather than the traditional field?
Even when you run a company of our size, you always need to think about what's the next level of growth momentum that you can generate. And ABB today is very, very clearly organized. We streamline, we strengthen the portfolio. So we do two things. We bring power from any power plant to any consumption point of electricity. And we automate the industries from natural resources to ready-made product. Now, if you look at the electricity value chain, there's tremendous dynamic on the supply side coming from renewables, but there's also tremendous dynamic coming into the demand side, whether it's data centers, whether it's smarter building, or e-mobility. Now, if you take e-mobility to provide sustainable transport solutions to the world, you need four things. You need an electric car, you need a charging station, you need to reinforce the grid to provide that solution in a good way, and you need to integrate renewables. In 3 out of the 4 segments, ABB is today the number 1 in the world. We are not doing the car, but in the other 3 that you need, we are in there. If you look at the size and the power of our latest charging station, it's a 350 kV charging station. It's like switching off 350 hair dryers at the same time. So it's very clear, it requires technology leadership to make this happen. And our customers, we segment them in different ways. On the consumer side, this consumer wants three things. He wants to have availability of charging, he wants to have safety of operation, and he wants to have speed and convenience of use. Now, on the safety side, you have seen the charging station down there, the 300 kV, has a liquid-cooled cable system to ensure that the cable doesn't overheat. So safety is very important to ABB, and we have a leading-edge solution there. If you look at speed, we can now charge a car that has another 200 kilometers to go in 8 minutes. We can charge for 300 kilometers in 12 minutes. So this is really a world record, and that means for the customer it's much more convenient. For us, the combination of powering up the car, building the charging station, reinforcing the grid, and integrating renewables is a fantastic growth opportunity. We use our technological strength, our brand reputation, our domain understanding and the power grid to really differentiate. I set up in 2011 a startup for EV charging, EV fast charging. We also acquired a small company that we put together with our startup. And today we are the leading entity. Yeah, we have EV fast charging installed more than 50 countries of the world. We have close to 7,000 fast charging stations already installed all around the world. And this is one of the fastest growing segments. So the rationale is simple. We want to be the partner of choice for electrification of any consumption point of electricity. EV charging is a fast-growing opportunity, and we are leading in that.
What do you think of the prospect of that kind of technology, which will probably in the future apply in China, because China is a huge growth market for e-mobility?
Look, I think China will be one of the cradles of the world's next generation of individual mobility. The car industry in China is prospering, and we see a lot of investment coming in purely electric platforms. The infrastructure commitment and development plans of China as a country are very solid and very strong and very long-term oriented. The clarity around President Xi's program on e-mobility, on sustainable transport, on environmental responsibility is very impressive. So I agree with you. And if you look last year, there were about 1.5 million new electric cars registered in the world. Half of them were registered in China. So China will play a key role. I think it will be first China for China, but then it will be also China for the world. And we are very happy to be a partner on the one hand of building leading-edge factories that produce electric cars, because with our robot solutions we are very well positioned. We are number one in robotics in China. And on the other hand, we are the leading player in terms of technology on EV charging infrastructure. So both together gives us a great opportunity to support China in its next phase of development.
So in addition to, apart from the mobility, the industrial segment is also very important, of course, in this the high topic, the top topic is still industry 4.0. First time, 7 years ago, in Hannover Messe, you see that concept. 2011. So since 7 years, what do you see about the actual stage?
I think Industry 4.0 has moved from a pure ambition to reality. And ABB is one of the key contributors of making this reality happen. Connected industry, collaborative run processes, open data architecture, sensor-enabled devices, cloud-based data storage, and AI-supported algorithms and analytics is becoming more the new normal. and we are investing very strongly. And when you take our path, as a company in the past in automation, we have helped with motors and drives to replace muscle power with actuation. In the future, we will take industry further. Today we are in digitally enabled, automated industries. In the future, we will have more and more autonomous industry, where AI will really complement human potential in a huge way. The augmentation level of humans will increase. That means the output of industry will become more affordable. It means more people will buy it, and that will create prosperity, growth, and wealth. So altogether, industrial digitalization, Industry 4.0 is probably one of the key opportunities for the world to continue to drive growth, wealth building, and prosperity.
So this year people talk a lot about the new step of Industry 4.0 in Hannover. So what is your understanding of that new step?
I think bringing in AI at scale and combining traditional automation solutions with smart AI, intelligently used AI, is a key opportunity for us going forward. If I look at the way we use artificial intelligence today, we use it in two big buckets. We use it on the one hand on the smart data analytics side, on the learning side, machine learning side. But then we also use AI very strongly to look at reasoning patterns of experts, to even augment experts' work in industry out there. And the productivity improvements are very significant. ABB has already now hired more than 400 people around the world for AI, and we will do more going forward. And these are deep experts. We are working with partners on the AI side. We're working with universities. And with that all together, we're creating a really, really attractive momentum.
Could you please introduce us to a great example of AI which has been put into application in ABB?
Look, I think one of the most humorous ones was last September. We demonstrate the world what AI together with robotics can do. And we had Yumi, our two-arm robot, conducting an orchestra at the Philharmonie of Pisa together with the world-famous tenor Andrea Bocelli, and he conducted opera. And the amazing thing is, Yumi learned to conduct the opera in 17 hours.
17?
In 17 hours he learned to conduct the opera. Now on a more serious way, we are using AI in all three customer segments. On the power grid side, we're using AI to predict weather patterns, even better than in the past, to make sure that the impact of renewables, wind and solar, who are highly dependent on on the weather, can be predicted in a better way. On the industry side, the self-learning robot and the augmented humans, where I can complement domain expertise, for example for machine automation, with smart use AI, can be a real productivity booster and get going. We're using AI in transport. Look, our EV charging stations are all connected and are run on a cloud-based platform. We use this data that's coming up to predict use pattern, demand pattern, and to optimize the demand, that we ensure that when the grid is on the one hand getting renewable energy, which is volatile, and gets new load factors like e-mobility, that the grid doesn't get overloaded.
So has ABB planned or just have already looked for a partner in China to develop AI?
Look, I think China will play, is already playing and will play a major role in artificial intelligence. There's great education bodies in China, and you know, I'm 7 years or 8 years, 8 times a year in China, so I'm regularly there. So there's great education bodies, and I can only congratulate the Chinese government to say we make AI a key element of our education pattern. The second piece is, if you look at Chinese companies that are very strong on the AI side, whether you take Alibaba, whether you take Baidu, really strong players in that field. We have collaborations going on with them going forward. And I think it will be only a natural piece that we combine our own people that we have, because we have now more than 2,000 R&D people in China alone, that we complement this piece, people with strong partnerships in China as well.
So I just remember 2 years ago, China has become not only a place to manufacture something, but also a very important place to make R&D for ABB. So that impressed me very deeply. So what's the situation?
I think we have made very significant progress. If you look at ABB China, we are probably one of the largest industrial players that's run in China, by Chinese, for China, in our space. Xun Yanggu, our head of China, was recently promoted. He's now running China and Asia, Middle East, Africa, and I asked him to join our executive committee. So our China leader is represented on the highest level of the governance of ABB. We have further increased our R&D pattern in China, and we have added to the classic areas of R&D now centers on AI, centers on machine learning, centers on e-mobility that we are driving going forward. Our Chinese management team today, we have one expat and all the others are locals, very strong local people with long-term industry experience, with long-term understanding of China that we are very well positioned. So I would say we have transformed ABB in China from being more a colony in the past to now a fully empowered, strong enterprise within the enterprise of ABB.
That's what makes what do you imagine to expect the industry for the future of the factory in the next 5 or 10 years?
I think we will move towards factories that are smaller, more agile, and closer to the point of demand. We will have factories where we have much more autonomy of processes, self-healing, self-learning factories. I think in the future, the consumer will not have time to wait for output. He wants to have it now, and he wants to have it tailored to himself. Smaller, agile factories that are closer to the point of demand will be the solution, and it will be strongly supported by AI to have these factories running as autonomously as possible.
What about new business model?
I think the better business model that we have in ABB, we are moving from an ABB as a product, where you bought it in the past, hardware products from us, a motor, a drive, a transformer, to ABB as a service. And let me explain in one example. In the marine field, for example, we have a software solution which is called Octopus, where we help fleets to be operated at higher efficiency, better safety, better punctuality, and much higher fuel efficiency. And the key to that success is a solution where we optimize where we offer fleet optimization based on our Octopus ABB Ability software capability. So all together, we are moving from a vertical-oriented product company to a horizontally enabled digital-first company that still drives its vertical strengths.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Which position, Patrick?
Thank you.
Good.